are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Brady. And oh, right away, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Brady going to throw. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the 1st drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 8 yards to go on second down. Shotgun now for Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Brady. Finding Miller once more, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, it's Brady. Caught by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Now that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Here's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. They juked him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And that's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he stopped immediately there. Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Throwing is Hurts. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
On first down, it's Sanders. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. Open right side, complete to Rager. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back to throw here. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal from the 3. Sanders. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Brady. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, it would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Jones again, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Rager catches it left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it.
And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there for Philly. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins there to make the grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle. On 2nd and 7, Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Brady now on 1st down. And he finds Howard complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. Now Brady again. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. On first down, Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Hurts. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Steps away to his left, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Second down at 5. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Brady going to throw. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field. It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And I know this quarterback. His instinct, he's going to want to go for it here on 4th and goal. I want to see if the rational heads on the sidelines prevail, and they say this late in the game, let's get 3 in the lead. This debate is going to be fun.
Succop's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets them the lead here in the 3rd, but boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? But I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that too.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try. I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, it's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing is Hurts. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Runs through the contact. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player. Great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Brady to throw. There's the stiff arm. Touchdown! Tyler Johnson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Well, that makes this a two-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point up and good by Sucker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts looking here for Smith downfield. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 14. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now Brady on the bootleg. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Not much there, only a yard.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a 1st down. They're just 1 yard. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Brady. To the right side, complete to Miller. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
They'll try again with Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver.
That'll bring up second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
To throw once more on second and 10.
Hurts.
Sanders has it over the middle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And once again, this is Sanders.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Open man, it's Reagor. He's got it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts.
It's caught by Sanders.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 58 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. For the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw, Brady. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Hurts and the Eagles now down 31-28. A minute 17 remains. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. He's got Rager. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So now it's the Eagles' turn, trailing by a field goal. 1:12 to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. Now, I tell you what, they were big favorites coming in, but they had to work for this one.
It certainly wasn't the walk in the park that you expected coming into this one. I have a suspicion that in their meetings next week, head coach is going to talk to them a little bit about focus, don't you think?
Yeah, because down the stretch, there was some nail-biting going on. And you're right. I think not only the fans, but those folks inside that locker room, they expected a comfortable victory.
Yeah, they certainly did, and that just tells you about the NFL. Any given game, you never know how it's going to turn out. You'd better be ready to play.